Hello guys, welcome to my channel Life at Germany with me, Vino. In today's video, I'm going to talk about permanent residence in Germany. The people who are coming to Germany and planning to live in Germany for long term, they also have a goal to get permanent residence permit in Germany. Let's see what is permanent residence permit and what are the advantages of having this permanent residence permit. Let's get into the video. What is permanent residence permit? Permanent residence permit allows you to work, live and study in Germany for unlimited period of time. That is called as permanent residence permit, or in German you can call it as Niederlassungserlaubnis. This permanent residence permit is also called as settlement permit in Germany. So when you are going to apply for permanent residence, you can also call it as settlement permit in Germany. So what is the difference between temporary residence permit and permanent residence permit? Once you enter in Germany, you need to register yourself that you are living in Germany. And during that registration, you will get a permit for your temporary stay, that is called as temporary residence permit. And after living some number of years in Germany, you can get this permanent residence permit. So I also included what is the difference between temporary and permanent residence card, because when you look at the temporary residence card and permanent residence card, it looks similar, only the title will be different. So you can look in this image. Now coming to the topic, how to get this permanent residence. So as I mentioned earlier, after living in Germany for certain time period, you can try to apply for this permanent residence. Let's see what are the eligibility for applying this permanent residence permit. The first thing, when you live in Germany for continuously 5 years without any interruption and you are paying your social contribution, that is pension contribution, for these 5 years, and you are well integrated into Germany and you have adequate German knowledge, in that case you can apply for permanent residence after 5 years. The second category, if you are highly skilled worker, in that case, based on your academic and vocational training, if you are working in a specific job as a highly skilled worker, in that case you can apply for permanent residence permit after 48 months, that is after 4 years. It means you need to pay the social contribution for 4 years. Then you can apply for permanent residence permit. The person who is graduated from German university, they also can apply for this permanent residence. So after completing graduation from German university, if you worked in a job for continuously 2 years and you have paid your social contribution for these 2 years, it means 24 months, in that case you are eligible to apply for permanent residence. The next category is self-employed. If you are self-employed, in that case you can apply for this permanent residence after 3 years of your self-employment in Germany. So these are different time period which needs to be considered when you are applying for German permanent residence permit. There is also another category, highly qualified profession. It means the professions which is coming under the category of research and scientific research and training professions who is fulfilling the requirements, they can able to get permanent residence immediately based on certain conditions. And also the another category is which I mentioned in my previous video, earlier videos. If you have EU blue card, in that case also you can able to get permanent residence permit very fast. For example, if you are having EU blue card and with EU blue card and you have B1 German language, then after holding this EU blue card for 21 months, you can able to get or apply for this permanent residence permit. If in case you don't have B1 German knowledge, in that case you can go with the German knowledge of A1, but you need to be in blue card for 33 months. So if you have a blue card with 33 months and holding A1 certificate, then also you can apply for this permanent residence permit. Now let's see what are the benefits the family can gain when you have this permanent residence permit. So as a permanent residence holder, your spouse and children can also join with you. Your spouse can also get permanent residence permit after living in Germany for 5 years. The spouse can show the pension contribution of the partner paid, but the spouse should also have adequate German skills in order to get permanent residence permit. The children who is under 16 years, they can also get permanent residence permit when they lived in Germany for 5 years continuously without any interruption. So these are the advantages for family members also when applying for permanent residence permit. When you have permanent residence permit, you are allowed to stay in another EU state for 90 days. So it is also possible that you can go to another EU state and then you can live there for 90 days. The other benefit which you have in permanent residence permit is you can live outside Germany for up to 6 months. So when you are holding permanent residence permit, in that case you are allowed to stay outside Germany up to 6 months. After 6 months, still if you are outside Germany and if you don't have any proper approval, in that case your permanent residence permit will automatically get expired. So please be aware that with permanent residence permit you are allowed to stay outside Germany only for 6 months. Next main important benefit of holding permanent residence permit is if you have a temporary permanent residence permit and if you are switching job, in that case always your temporary residence permit is tied to your job or your company. So every time when you change for the job, then you need to get approval from immigration office and then you need to update your visa status according to your new job and so on. But in case of permanent residence permit, if you are thinking to change your job, then no need to change your visa status or no need to inform immigration office. Just you can switch your job, but still your permanent residence permit is valid. And also if you want to do a self-employed job, self-employment, then also you can change from normal employment to self-employment if you hold permanent residence permit. So no need to inform Ausländer Behörde and no need to update your visa status whenever you switch for the job. you do have another important benefit when you hold a permanent residence permit. For example, when you want to take a housing loan in Germany or a normal personal loan in Germany, if you hold PR, then it is very easy to get the housing loan. Personal loan, it is also possible with temporary permanent residence permit as well as in permanent residence permit, but it will be quicker and more considerable when you have a permanent residence permit, and if you are willing to take any loan, it will be bit easier when compared to temporary permanent resident permit. And also when you think about the citizenship, that also become easy when you hold a permanent residence permit at one point. When you want to live in Germany for an unlimited time period, then it is good to have a permanent residence visa, permanent residence permit. What are the documents required in order to apply for this permanent residence permit? I have included those details in the description as well as in the video. So please check that, and if you are planning to apply for permanent residence visa, make use of it. And also what is the cost required in order to apply for this permanent residence permit, I have given in the description. Please look into that. So all the information related with permanent residence permit is given in the description of my video. Please check it, make use of it. I hope this video is useful for you. Let's see in next video. Until then, bye from Vino. Bye.